Hi, my name is Kelly McNeil, and I am here to present my problem of practice, my DPD Roundtable presentation for the semester, December 2022. So to start off with, I'm sharing a handout on my screen here so you can see kind of the title of my DPD is Effective Teacher Professional Development and Emerging Technology Integration. My problem of practice revolves around, for me, the past probably 7+ years of being not only a classroom teacher myself with emerging technology, but also I am a parent and have been exposed to a lot of classrooms and classroom teachers that just basically struggled with different types of technologies in their classroom and integrating those into their practices. So I have been working for the last 2 years at Arizona State University with a national program. And I'll talk a little bit about that in the context, but essentially current professional development, quite honestly, if you look at it and you Google it, like it can suck, honestly. And there's a variety of reasons why this happens. It's not at the level of knowledge that the teacher is at. It is an extra thing that they have to do, lack of resources, and just, again, relevance. So this is the big problem, is teacher professional development, specifically looking at professional development around technologies and integrating technologies in the classroom. So as I developed and looked at this problem of practice, my main research question currently is how and in what ways does effective teacher professional development influence something called technology, pedagogy, and content knowledge. And I'll dig into this a little bit in the theory section, because this acronym is actually TPAC for technology, pedagogy, and content knowledge. But essentially, I want to look at and see if there is an effective teacher professional development program that how does it affect and in what ways does it affect how teachers are able to integrate their technology. So I'll hop over to the theories, because again, the theories and TPAC is what has really inspired me. So TPAC is a theoretical framework established by Mishra and Kohler. It has been very well studied over a variety of years. There's a lot of research out there on what this is. Essentially, it looks at technology integration in classrooms, and there is a survey tool that is used to be able to measure how educators are doing this. This graphic that is here on my handout really kind of shows you what it looks like. I really like the visual for this, but essentially you have technological knowledge, which is the TK. So this would be knowing how to use things like Google Slides or VR headsets, some sort of technology knowledge. You have your content knowledge. So these are subject area teachers or any teachers. So your English language arts or your science, this is the content knowledge you have. Then you have your pedagogical knowledge. So classroom management and instructional strategies, being an effective teacher. So TPAC is defined kind of that sweet spot in the middle where teachers are able to combine all three of these domains. So how do you implement something, a digital tool like virtual reality, using the best pedagogical practices in your subject area, like science or English? And so that's what TPAC is as a tool. And this has guided all of my research that I've done in terms of what I'm looking at. For the effective PD, this is the other framework that I've been looking at in my research. Darling Hammond and the Learning Policy Institute published a fantastic meta-analysis of 38 different research papers over the last 20+ years. And they have distilled these 7 principles. So they've determined that effective professional development is content focused. It is active learning, or is hands-on. It supports collaboration. This is between teachers and even between teachers and students. It involves modeling of effective and best practices. It has an element of coaching and support throughout. There's opportunity for feedback and reflection. And it is of a sustained duration, so not just a one and done sort of workshop. And there are things built into it for continuing on with that learning. In the context and participants of my research, I am looking at high school teachers. In my current role, I'm implementing a pilot that uses emerging technology curriculum and also building the innovation. There are some personal changes that I've been going through with my context may be changing, but the overall theme of working with educators and professional development will not. But some of the specifics of my programs may end up changing. So the innovation that I am working on is what I call an ETPD program, so an effective teacher professional development holistic program that will address all 7 principles of effective PD from the Learning Policy Institute to evaluate TPAC and, again, how this is working. So it will include things such as potentially in-person, not just workshops, but again, this is part of a holistic program, and as well as asynchronous and online offerings and all of the other principles that are in that program. As far as questions and opportunities that still remain within my research, the scalability and transferability of something like this, particularly if you're working, I've been working in one grant-funded program, and I'm looking to work with a variety more grant-funded programs. And so creating a program that actually can scale to many different contexts across the United States when you're working with districts, as well as transfer to other grant-funded programs, is what I'm going to continue to be looking into. And then, of course, why we do it in the first place, why I'm passionate about it, is what student outcomes are with technology and how they're actually affected. And so this is part of the research, looking into what does effective professional development do for students, what does technology do for students, and how does effective professional development influence how teachers are integrating that technology in their classroom, which hopefully results in better student outcomes. Thank you so much, and I look forward to continuing to research on this subject and learning from all of you in the next couple of years.